Good morning. I have my sweet Jagger with me again. So we're going to talk again today about tips and tricks for healing childhood sexual abuse on all the after effects. Want to lay down? This one is going to be what you say is what you get. This is a term that was, it was a paper written by Dr. Nash. And he told us that the words that we use will determine if we are calm or excited. And the whole idea about group is to be calm. That's why we do our diaphragmatic breathing and our progressive muscle relaxation. And everything we do is about being calm. And so he said to one gal, "Tell me about your week." And she said, "I had a horrendous week." And she started off going 100 miles an hour. And he said, "A horrendous week?" He says, "When I think of the word horrendous, I think of a car accident with casualties." He said, is that what happened?" And she said, "No, it was just a hard week, a difficult week." And he says, "Well, a word like horrendous will make your blood pressure go up, it'll make your heart rate go up, and it'll cause you to be more anxious." And he says, what we're going to work on now is the words that we use in group. And so he had her rephrase her sentence and go on. And so then each of us got our turn. And none of us could talk anymore because we all use very excitable words. You know, when you tell a story, you want to make kind of an impact and say things that get people stirred up. But what you're doing is you're getting yourself stirred up. And so as soon as we would use a word that was excitable, he would stop us and we would have to rephrase it. And it was amazing how we couldn't get a word out with him anymore. He was always correcting us. And so then when he came to me, I thought I had it all figured out. And I said, "I had a good week." And then I started to talk. And he stopped me. And he says, "Oh, so you had a good week." But see, what I was going to do was to say the rest of my story very quickly, and I wasn't taking a breath, and I wasn't in the present. I was flying in my mind, and so we were all stopped. We could hardly say anything in group anymore, and it was very, very good how he was helping us to be more calm and realize what our words were doing. And one time I was talking and I said, "Oh, I can't remember what I was saying." "Oh, well, that's gone." And he said, "No, let's step back here." He said, "If you say it's gone, it's gone, because what you say is what you get." He said, "Rather say, in the moment, I don't recall what I was going to say, but instantly I'm going to remember." And I did. I remembered. And I've used that the whole rest of my life, and that really works. And another girl, she said, "I never remember my dreams, so I can't talk about dreams." And he said, "Well, why don't you rather say, in the past, I didn't remember my dreams, but today, now, in the future, I'll remember them all." And don't you know, the next time she came to group, she had a whole list of dreams that she had remembered. So you are the one that you are creating your own destiny. If you say, I'm never going to get better, that's not good, because that's putting a wall in front of you from moving past all the problems that you have. You have to be speaking wonderful things for your life, and an end to anything that's bothering you. It's a very, very powerful technique, because what you say is what you will get. And the other tip that he gave us was to always speak slowly. And I certainly do on my videos when I watch them. I'm 71 years old. And at 71, my mind doesn't fly like it used to, but that's actually pretty good. So he would have us calm down our speech, slow it down, be in the moment. Don't be racing, thinking about the next thought, the next question, the next problem. Just be in the moment. And that has really helped me. All these tips and tricks are in the first book that I wrote, Identifying and Healing Childhood Sexual Abuse. And it's something that I took in. I was like a sponge, and I just took all this information in, and I just held on to it tight and used it, because in the past I was a mess, but now I'm doing just fine. And to be able to share all these things is wonderful. At the end of my 2 years with Dr. Nash, I said to him that I want to start doing a group just like this one in my church. And I was very excited, and he was too. And at that point, instead of sitting across from me in group, he came along and sat on my side, signaling that it was time to send me out to do what I could do to help people the way that he had helped me and others. He told me once that he would do his job for free because he loved it so much. And you could certainly tell that by the way he approached all of his clients. So he gave me a lot of supplies and papers that I could hand out. And I spoke to my pastor, and Pastor Pat was totally on board for me to do this. And he sent out all kinds of flyers and notifications to the local area. And I filled up right away. I wanted to have 5 or 6 people. That was the perfect number for a good dynamic group that can just feed off one another and not be, if you have too many people, then people get shy and they don't want to say anything. And I remember one lady, she responded to a flyer that went out in the neighborhood, and she says, you know, I was just going to kill myself because I just didn't want to live another day, and I saw this. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to come. And I saw such miracles. It was just amazing. And I'll share more about that perhaps another time. But I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope this is helping you, and I hope that you like, subscribe, push the notification button, tell your friends, and we'll talk tomorrow. Bye-bye. God bless.